Hey, oh my god. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to another video. What's up? Mic check. Halatang na sobrang prepared ah. Ang ganda ng ating mic stand. So, it's been a while and yes, hindi na ako marunong magsalita sa camera. So hi guys, I'm Edloy, and if you don't know me or napadpad ka lang sa videong ito, ay ito pala yung lens, sorry. So hi guys, I am Edloy. I am a aspiring filmmaker and dati akong gumagawa ng YouTube videos. And I'm trying to get back. No, hindi siguro trying to get back. What I am trying to do now is just make videos na simple lang. At dahil may free time tayo ngayon, ay gagawa tayo ng video. Yes. Also, make sure to watch this video in the highest resolution possible. So, check the quality there. Because I'm filming this in the highest resolution I can. Okay, so now, in the past few days, I have been thinking of getting a new lens. So backstory then, before ako kumuha ng camera ko, or itong full frame, is way back nung crop sensor pa lang yung camera ko, is kumuha ako ng Sony 50mm full frame lens. It's a 1.8. Ayan. Alright. So, the reason why kumuha ako ng 50mm is it is equivalent to around 75mm or close to 85mm in my crop sensor camera. Alright. The reason why is para may tight lens ako. Of course. Kidding aside is that noon pa man or that time, I was already planning to get a full frame camera. And then, in order na magamit ko agad yung full frame camera ko is kukuha ko agad ng full frame lens. Actually, you can still use crop lenses on your full frame cameras, but I mean, it defeats the purpose of getting a full frame. So, magka-crop pa rin yung camera mo according to the lens that you have. Before, I have a Sigma 30mm on my crop sensor camera. So, that's around 45mm. Since sanay na ako sa 30mm or around 50mm in full frame equivalent, kumuha ako ng 50mm equivalent sa full frame. So, what now, Jay, with your 50mm lens? So, it's already been around 5 months that I am just using this lens. And it's very hard. Kasi, I mean, 50mm is not bad. Actually, it depends on what you are shooting. And in my experience, so far, it works. But, syempre, if need mo ng wide for establishing, mahirap talaga si 50mm. 50mm is a sweet spot for quite wider and a tight for a tight lens. But, going back to the story, I've been searching for a wide full frame lens that is not that expensive but still a good choice. Alright, I've been researching a lot for a wide lens. Actually, yung gusto ko talagang lens is diretso ng 60-35. Okay, but it's very expensive. Yeah, it's very expensive, the Sony one, but it's very very nice, and na-try ko na din yun, and it works very great on the type of shoots that I do. So, 16 is very wide enough for me. 35 is a very good focal length for a tighter one. Okay? It's a constant 2.8 aperture. So, it's good for low light. Okay? But the thing is, it's very expensive. Alright? It's very expensive. Expensive. There is another alternative, which is the Tamron 17-28, which is also great actually, because Tamron made the Trinity lens. So basically 16-35, 24-70, then 70-200, 2.8. But the catch here is, in order to make the price a bit lower, or half the price actually of Sony G Master lenses, is iniba nila yung focal length ng mga lenses na ito. So, for example, the 16-35 is just a 17-28. So, 17 is still wide enough in the wider end. However, the 28 is quite a little bit pa. Quite bitten. 28 is bitten to, hindi malayo yung 17 sa 28 based on my experience, okay? Not unlike the 16 and 35. So, yeah, that's the catch there. But it's a very great lens, and it's more than half the original price of Sony's 16-35 actually, and it's very, very good lens if need mo ng wide lens na zoom. The second is the 24-70, or in Tamron's case is the 28-75. 28-75. 28 on the wider end is, based on experience, it's bitten din yung 28 in the wider end. Bitten yung 28 in the wider end. But the 75 from 70 is not, hindi malayo yung difference kasi ng 75 at 70 based on my experience. Again, the price is almost half or even less than the Sony G Master lenses. But still, you have that fast lens and, well, autofocus because Sony E-mount. But if that's only the budget that we have, then it's already great enough since based on my comparison, yan lang yung meron. Because I think yung Sigma is mas mahal pa rin ng konti. And the next lens is the 70-200, or in Tamron's case, it's 70-180 2.8. That's one that I am considering. Pero di ko pa na-try yung 70-180. But I have tried already the Sony's 70-200, both f4 and 2.8. Both are really great. Most especially yung 2.8. Grabe, napakaganda. Pero napakabigat at napakamahal. Yeah. But that 70-200 2.8 is very, very nice. But yeah, again, like the 16-35, it's very, very expensive. So much with the Tamron's Trinity lenses. Going back to the lens that I got, I had several choices. So one is the Tamron's 20mm 2.8. Second is the Viltrox 24mm 1.8. Yeah, that's very nice. And this one, the Samyang 18mm 2.8. And also the Samyang 24, of course. But first and foremost, nung tinignan ko ang mga reviews ng Tamron 20mm 2.8, comparing it to Samyang's 18 2.8, the vignetting is lesser on the Samyang, and the autofocus is way better on Samyang. Or I don't know, because I haven't tried it yet on real world, or I haven't even tried the Tamron. Pero yung isang factor din na hindi ko kinonsider yung Tamron 22.8 is that wala ako masyadong makitang stock or na pwede kong pagbilhan. Next is the Viltrox 24mm 1.8. So, bagong-bago pa ang lens na ito. And it's very, very nice based on the reviews and on the papers. So, it's just like a low-cost version of Sony's 24mm 1.4 G Master. Because so far, based on my research, it is the only full-frame autofocus Sony lens na 24mm na fast. I mean, 1.8. Except for the Sigma's 20mm, of course, it's very expensive. I mean, we are talking about budget full-frame wide lenses. But the thing is, I really like that it is 1.8 because, syempre, more depth of field and better on low light, of course. But the thing here is that I really need a wider lens because based on my experience, 24 isn't wide enough in the type of shoots that I do. When shooting on 16-35 or 17-28 when I borrow on my friends, I usually use the wider end, like sagad yung 16 or 17 or 18 around there. I got the Samyang 18mm 2.8. Charan! So, this is what I'm using right now. So, yeah, it's wide and yeah, that wide. So far, based on my experience with this lens, it's fast enough for its price. And the colors are great. distortion is not that bad, and the vignetting is just a little. Of course, comparing it to the more expensive lenses, of course, mas less talaga yung vignetting nun. But given that it is very affordable comparing it to other lenses, it is a very, very great lens, and I really recommend it to get one if you need a wide autofocus Sony full frame lens. In the past few days, I've been thinking of what lens should I get next. Kasi nakuha ko na yung wide lens. And then, napakahirap actually if you only have that certain budget of what lens you should buy. Because, syempre, hindi mo naman pwedeng kuha ka na ng lens tapos di pala useful or usable in your shoots. So, it's a waste of money. In my opinion is that there is no perfect lens, I think. Because along your work or the shoot, dyan mo lang malalaman yata na, you need this lens, or I need this lens, or this lens works for this work, or this shoot. And of course, if you don't shoot that much, you will never know what lens you should get next, or what lens or what lens fits you or your work, okay? So, how about you? What type or what lens is your favorite? So, you can comment it down below for interaction. So, comment down below what is your favorite lens. And baka pareho tayo ng lens na gusto. Or, ito na lang. If you only have one lens, what would it be and why? So, I will answer it first. For me, if I will have one lens only, it would be 24-70 2.8 of Sony, maybe, because it's wide enough and it's tight. So that's it for today's video. I hope you like this video, and I enjoyed talking to you again, and the camera and this mic. If you like this video, make sure to like this video, comment down below and share it to your friends, or you can suggest in the comment down below if what video should I do next. That's it. Thanks for watching. Always look at the brighter side.